This video is about the Uptown to Downtown driving tour. Today I'll be showing you the Uptown and Downtown places here in Cebu City. I know some of you are familiar with the route around here for Uptown and Downtown, but especially if you're coming from Cebu or been from Cebu. But for the people that not living in Cebu but just been here for a while, and also the people's never been here to Cebu and that will be their first time to see it, this is the Banilad area, part of Uptown. This is where Banilad Town Center, Gaisano Country Mall, and this is the main road that you're gonna go drive through or road on when you come around the Uptown area of Cebu City. So you will be seeing some of the familiar buildings, houses, and some of the new ones, and what are the changes that you can remember if you have not been here for such a long time, you haven't visited the area. This is what you can see. You can see on the right, that's the University of Cebu Banilad. That's part here in the Uptown area of Cebu City. And also Banilad is a very traffic road. Rush hours, sometimes it goes stagnant. You know, you can stay there for like 10-20 minutes. But here, right now is Saturday, so not too bad, but still a little bit stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. Very short intervals. So the Uptown, of course, is where you find the Cebu IT Park. That's our main landmark for Uptown now, is the Cebu IT Park. So from this Banilad Road, I'm gonna be turning on the right, and that will take me to Cebu IT Park. So this is the Banilad Road. If you go straight on, that will take you to the Cebu Business Park, which is the Ayala Center Way. But I will be taking you to our first landmark of the Uptown area of Cebu City, which is the Cebu IT Park. We're just gonna go drive through and just select the main roads. Oh, it's closed here. I usually turn right on this one, but it's road closed, so we go on the next turning. Maybe it's Fiesta over there of the residents of Apas. But there is another right turning road that will take you inside IT Park. So this is where you find some of the popular subdivision. I forgot because I haven't been living in the subdivision for so long. That's the Kasambagan fruit stand, but you can find, if you look at the Google Maps, you can find those subdivision that was quite popular around here. And like I say, look, stop and go in close intervals. But not too bad, it's Saturday today. So that blue and yellow fence that you're looking at, that's the National Population Commission. And then there's the New House Mansion and the Mandawi Foam. So we are now coming up to the turning, the right turn road I'm gonna take to go in IT Park. We are still on Banilad. Barangay Banilan. So I'm going in IT Park now. This is where you find some of the tall skyscrapers that we have here in Cebu City, and most of the restaurants here are open 24 hours because of the operation of call centers that operates 24 hours. There's also a lot of condominiums like what you're facing on front right now, the Abida condominiums. So going inside IT Park now. On the left side, that's JP Morgan and Chase building. And here on the right side is at 38 Park Avenue condominium. We go through the main road and we'll continue on our journey, showing you the main roads, the areas of Uptown down to Downtown Cebu City. So I'll just go on the right. That will still be buildings of IT Park. I will soon just feature just IT Park, but as of now this is a driving tour. There on the left side, that's the Ayala Mall Central Block. Up ahead is a big condominium again. And there's the terminal, bus terminal for IT Park. You got straight routes now from Lapu-Lapu to IT Park, Liluan to IT Park. When you're traveling with jeepneys, you need to make 2 or 3 stops just to go to Liluan or Talisay. And even Minglanilla IT Park route is here. So that's why a lot of people are now switching to bus riding than the jeepneys, because the jeepneys are only good for shorter routes. But you know, if you are living in Liluan and you want to come here, you don't need to make a lot of stop. Look, Minglanilla, Tabunok IT Park. So we'll go out here and we'll continue on to Escario Road, or the Cebu Business Park area that is still part of the Uptown. So IT Park is where you can find restaurants that's surely open 24 hours. You just look at what are the available ones. So like if you got package, you can just have it delivered by those food pandas and grab food, but you can also get it out yourself. Less people around at night, of course, when it's like 10 to 12 until dawn time. See, there's even an IT Park for Naga City. So I'm just gonna follow this so I could get through without waiting for the traffic. There's the IT Park, and there's our biggest building there, tallest building so far here in Cebu City on this side. And then the Honda showroom. Next is the Waterfront Hotel. The right side, I mean, that's Honda showroom. Next is the Waterfront Hotel, La Hogue. So we are now traversing to Salinas Drive, La Hogue. That's waterfront on the right side as well. So this blue fence and white gate is the TESDA provincial office. It's very hot right now. So this is what you see outside IT Park, is all the little shops, houses that have rooms for rent for the employees of the call centers. So there you can see them, all little shops, rooms, just close into one another. And of course they haven't still cleared out those electric cables. It's really anxiety around here, even though there's already an ordinance ordering about changing the electric company of changing their cables underground. But I think only a few areas are done, because it takes a lot of budget to implement the burying of those cables. And if you have read some write-ups about this, that the Visayan Electric Company have implemented but limited the burying of cable wires for connections. That's why sometimes you can see some of the new subdivisions selling that they are proud to say that the cables are not visible up the air out on where your house is. It is buried underground. So here, if you go straight on, that will take you to Mapolo area, but I will go right turn. This will take me to the Cebu IT Park, Cebu Business Park, which will be on the right side. But I'll continue on to Escario Street. That will take you right to the capital area, part of downtown, and then we slowly follow Osmeña Boulevard. That will take you downtown Colon. So on the left rather is our BIR, the taxation office. So there's a new multi-cab selling area there. Zoom. This one is Barayulos on the left side, right next door to Cebu Business Park. And all these tall buildings on the side, that's the Cebu Mandarin Hotel and the Cebu Quest Hotel next to each other. So in Ayala you can see a lot of tall buildings, skyscrapers. The same thing in Cebu IT Park. That gold tower that just opened, that's the Juan Nito Towers. That is where the Cebu's Food Lounge is located, on the basement. On its basement rather. So I'm going on the right, going to Escario Street. So that's Cebu Park Lane Hotel on the right side, Cebu Mandarin Hotel on the left side. So some buildings around with showrooms. There's an MG showrooms here somewhere. But this is the widened Escario Street. Used to be only 2 lanes. Yeah, that's the mini showroom. I have remembered that. Mini cars. The Italian Job film. And And again, one prominent thing that you see on the roads is this people that sells drinks and little snacks on almost every street. The crossing that we're gonna have that's facing us is called Gorordo Avenue. And this is the, what you call it, the Escario Street. You know, this is the Golden Peak Hotel and Suites right on the left side. They have extended it. It is now 2 buildings there. They have extended their buildings as Golden Peak Hotel and Suites. And you can see up ahead there are buildings, condominiums that's upcoming. Some are almost done, upcoming there, condo or offices. And now it's green light. Here on the right side there's another condo that's coming there, condominiums. So we go straight in here. That will take us to the Cebu provincial capital, or the capital area of Cebu City. I'll turn on the aircon and really hot. Good place to break down taxi right in the middle of the road before you turn to the where the traffic light is. So the no left turn sign, if you see on the right, from this Goldberry Hotel or Goldberry, yes, it is a hotel, is the Gonzales compound. Here on the side, that will be Barangay Camputao. And around here, another one that easily clogs up as well is Escario Street. You look at on the left, or right rather, there's a lot of urban settlers there, big villages of urban settlers. And this is the Bibo place, where a lot of restaurants is located around this area. They're open there. They got Burger King, Starbucks, Aljapars, but you can just choose. It's called the Bibo place. Across here on the left side is the Church of Sacred Heart Parish. Now here on the right side, you'll see Cebu Grand Hotel, and the Apartel is still existing. Then the Maxwell Hotel on the left side. So Escario, it's still the same size, in width-wise. There's the office of the Vice President here on the right side, and then that's the Capitol Square on the left side. McDonald's, and this is another hotel on our Lex Hotel on the right. It's green. So this is the Uptown around Capital area, Uptown part of Cebu City. So if you turn there on the right, that will take you to Calunasan, Barangay Calunasan, also where our jails are. And over here on the left, that's the fruit and veg market that exists every weekends. But I think during the beer months, September, October, to December, they are open almost every day. So we go on the left. This is Osmeña Boulevard Road. So up ahead you can see a tall building that's quite prominent around Fuente Osmeña, and then that's the Club Ultima. So that's Cebu Doctors Hospital on the left side. Then a lot of buildings being renovated, still part of Cebu Doctors. The Suarez brothers are still there, the wedding rings and other metal products. That's the Bayfront Hotel on the back of Cebu Doctors Hospital. Bayfront Hotel Capital. So it's green light, but nobody's moving. I don't know why. Let's hold it up. But this is Osmeña Boulevard from Capitol. We're gonna go straight through Puente Osmeña, the circle, and then this will take you to downtown Cebu City. This road, this used to be known as Jones Avenue, and if you look at the right side, that's our National Cebu City Library, National Library and Museum. So let's stop. There you see the Club Ultima residences on the bottom building. That is the Robinsons, the first Robinsons here in Cebu City. Now they got the Cybergate Robinsons, and they have the main Robinson, a big one, Galleria in the port area. That's right near SM City, Cebu. So have a good look at the old Cebu City for my brothers and sisters out there that's not been here for quite some time. That's our Puente Osmeña, and you see that the old Banco de Oro building has been renovated. I don't know what they're gonna put in there. This is the roundabout. That should have solved a lot of traffic, but a lot of people unfortunately don't know how to use the roundabout. Just cut you over instead of gradually going to their destination. So I'm following through the Osmeña Boulevard again, out of Puente Osmeña. Here it's wider on this part, but it will get narrower as we go further downtown. The Crown Regency Hotel, that I call them the Club Ultima, but it is the Crown Regency Hotel, and there's Club Ultima on the top. Nice paved road here, just newly tarmac. Jones Avenue or Osmeña Boulevard. One of our oldest street, because this is where Capitol can be seen right through the end, and the other end is the Cebu City Hall. So we're passing through here. That's the Virginia now, the old PLDT building. The YMCA are still here. The building of the YMCA is still here. You can see it there. And then this is the road that will take you to Orgelio. And station here, and this is where you get your license for carrying firearms. The Regional Office of Sergio Osmeña Sr. And that's Avellana National School on the right side, and the left side is Cebu Normal University, and right beside it is the Central Bank Cebu branch. So that's Avellana National School, alma mater. And right next to Avellana is the City Central School, and upcoming is the crossing of the Natalio Bacalso Highway going to the south, going to the north, or you're going to be passing through San Carlos University. And you can see up ahead, that's the JB Tower Hotel. So I have to close the car. Then that's the Santo Rosario Church. You can see up there in the P. del Rosario Street. And here is the crossing. Del Rosario Street is there from the start of this crossing to going to the left. And the highway that you follow going to the south is the Natalio Bacalso Highway, longest highway here in Cebu City, because it goes straight right through Oslob and Santander, the end of the south of Cebu Island. Okay. There's already a new building there, Express Inn Hotel. And SSS, for some that don't know, is already back here in their old building. They have renovated it. They used to be around Escario Street, but now they're back here where they are originally in Jones Avenue, now Osmeña Boulevard. And another thing that, a good news for the Cebu's resident, Cebu City government rather, under the new mayor, has paid off the loan that the city has taken before for the construction of the South Road properties. And it was published in the newspaper that the new mayor is taking it as a task of accomplishment on this new administration, is to make sure that the loans for the building of the South Road area is fully paid. So Cebu City is not owing anything anymore on the South Road properties project, which is a good thing, because you like to pay your taxes and things like that will happen. And also, if we got roads like this, but on our place, sometimes because we're not on the main one, we don't have the priority, but that will soon come. So the crossing here is Santiago Street, and we're going straight on to Colons in the next crossing from this Osmeña Boulevard that we are traversing. So up ahead, you can see main metro building here in downtown Cebu City. We are now in downtown. You can see all the people congregating in different shops, vendors, and in not so posh condition, you know. So this is downtown Cebu City. I know a lot of you as well would likes my driving tours, because I'll show you everything and I'll explain as much as I can what is happening here. This is still the Osmeña Boulevard. You can see the Best Buy Mart, our old Best Buy Mart has been there, and Happy Mart. That's an old shops that most Cebuanos or people that's been to Cebu knows. And in Colon, you can see a lot of cheap bargains of products from China. But some people don't like the crowdness that Colon will give you, you know, would rather shop on malls. But if you are looking for bargain, downtown Cebu City is the place to be. But just be careful and be wary of what you have in your possessions, because we will never know. I know it's been said that's already been disciplined, but there is no excuse for not being careful and be self-conscious when you're around this area. That's the Princess Bazaar. That's where also you get cheap items there, and Kaking and other Colon shops. Road vendors, sidewalk vendors rather, are what you can see. Look at that here in Colon. There's a lot of that. So that's Kaking. There's another one. There's a big importer of China products, and that's our Santo Niño Church here in Cebu City. So this is the conclusion of our trip from downtown Cebu City, from Uptown Cebu City down to downtown Cebu City. Just the main road that we're following for downtown is Osmeña Boulevard. So we are here in Santo Niño Church area, and going straight on will take you to Fort San Pedro, and that's the end of our downtown.